Welcome back to Skippers, presented by Owners Box Fantasy Sports. Today's segment, must-add players for Week 10 in fantasy baseball. Avery Roacher, Jeremy Roach. Right into some opening notes, Jer.
Yes, make sure you subscribe, join the Discord. It keeps growing and growing.
The boys are rowdy in there.
Rowdy.
Having some fun.
Just
Join
boys
the cord.
Just have some conversation about some fantasy baseball. Make sure you smash the like button. Likes have been amazing. If you smash it, the video will get pushed more, which means
more giveaways.
Which a giveaway is coming. We are a man of our word. A giveaway is coming.
All right, so
we'll
get into your first must-add, then we'll go to mine.
So I picked two 30% rostered players around that range that you can get. Luis Garcia is a guy that we should be talking about. In the Astros rotation, there were talks of him leaving the rotation because of Odorizzi coming back this Saturday. He's going to be staying because McCullers obviously on the IL, but I think he's going to stay in.
Javier went to the bullpen too.
Yeah, I think he's there to stay now. And I mean, we saw what he did in his last outing against the Dodgers. Just unbelievable.
Yeah.
Zero earned runs. I'm looking at a couple stats here that I like. I mean, he's running a 29K percentage. That's always something you'd love to see. The dealing of the Dodgers was probably the most impressive thing I saw. When you deal the Dodgers, okay, now let's talk about him. But I definitely think that he can be, if he stays in that rotation, which is looking like he will, he could be a very valuable pitcher for your rotation.
That was always the question. Is he going to stay in the rotation? The talent was there. Everyone saw it. And it's only good things happening now that he's going to stay in the rotation. So when you told me this was the guy you're picking, I said...
Yeah, he thought he was going to pick him, but the way we do things here is if you say him first out loud, you get the guy. So Avery, I got him.
It happens. So I'm going to go with my first. That is Garrett Cooper of the Marlins, 30% rostered. This came from one of the boys in the Discord.
Shout out to the Discord. We do take some picks from the Discord. We always shout them out.
I was told this needs to be a must-add. And at first, I went and looked at the StatCast numbers. I was like, some of these don't look so good. And then the week kind of goes on, and these numbers start to kind of figure themselves out. So right now, slashing 259, 331, 432, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. Start of the year, we were worried about playing time with no DH in the National League. That's where he got a lot of his at-bats at last year. But, of course, the injuries are crazy this year. He found his way into some playing time in the outfield, and it's only helped so far. Right now, on his 9-game hit streak, I don't know if this ended. I think this was from earlier in the week. 14 for 32, 3 doubles, 1 triple, 3 home runs during this 9-game hitting streak. But since the start of 2019, he's been really, really good, but quiet. You don't really hear about Garrett Cooper at all. Hitting 275, 341, 452 since the start of 2019. Right now, top 8% of the league in max exit velocity, 86th percentile in hard hit percentage. Just a guy who's been under the radar. Marlins haven't been so good anymore. Jazz was gone. Not much to talk about when you're talking about the Marlins and their lineup. So just a guy you should pick up. You need to have some power here. You got some RBIs mixed in and a decent batting average too. That's a pretty good category player in your Roto League's points. Not bad. His K percentage isn't terrible. So, just a good guy. Your thoughts on Garrett Cooper?
Yeah, I didn't know much about Garrett Cooper until they brought him up and then started doing a little bit of research on him. But it seems like a typical Marlins player. That's kind of like
Corey Dickerson too.
Corey Dickerson really reminds me of Corey Dickerson. But just
also 30 years old.
Yeah, so not
young. He's just figuring this stuff late.
Yeah,
right now.
But obviously he can come at just some underrated guys on that Marlins team that can produce numbers, but just aren't really talked about. And Garrett Cooper is exactly that right now.
I also didn't look up his K percentage, so if he has a really bad K percentage, I might have just lied. But that's what happens. I'll take a look into that.
We'll tweet his K percentage.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So that's on me. I was just guessing with his batting average. His K percentage isn't that bad. Your second guy.
My second guy is out of the A's rotation, and that is James Kaprielian. Had a really good start against Seattle. If I see a guy who has 3 good starts in a row, then I will consider adding him to my team. I added him before his start against Seattle to my points league. I think he's worth a look at. His stuff, you look at his fastball, it's in the 93 range. Nothing is crazy, but he's efficient and he's getting a lot of strikeouts. He's riding close to a 30% strikeout rate. I think he's worth a shot to keep in. Now, I don't know what they're going to do when Luzardo comes back. I don't know what the big plan is with them, but I see this more as a short-term must-add for any of his starts right now, just because he's been dealing. He's pitching against Seattle again coming up, or something like that.
Seattle.
KC and Seattle in the next 3 weeks. So those are two starts where I
think next week his two starts are Seattle and then at the Rockies.
Yes, and then he goes to KC.
Yeah.
Or KC at home. So I don't know about that Rockies game, but still, I mean, if he's pitching well, Colorado isn't a great team hitting, but you're going to Coors, which is always tough to start.
The A's will keep him in the rotation if he keeps throwing well. What he said after his start yesterday against the Mariners was, I didn't really have great stuff. His strikeout numbers were down yesterday.
Yeah, he had 4 Ks, 7 innings, and a win.
He said that he just wasn't feeling good. And when you're a pitcher and you're not feeling good and you're still going to go that many scoreless innings, you're a dog. Like, you have that mentality to get outs. It's always a big thing. Like, if you're not going to have your best stuff every single day.
Yeah, and you look at this A's rotation. I mean, like, it's not really screaming that they're just, like, amazing. I mean, you have Frankie. He hasn't been very good. No. Luzardo was not very good. I'm trying to think who else is in that rotation.
I mean, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, but, I mean, Kaprielian, if he's pitching well, he's going to stay in this rotation. So I think
he was a pretty high Yankees pick too. So I mean, he has some prospect pedigree. First couple starts, and he's probably been the best rookie pitcher so far.
Yeah.
This one is ugly, boys. I'm sorry about this one, but my second must add is Keston Hiura of the Milwaukee Brewers, 46% rostered. I can't give you his numbers this year because it's so bad. But the upside here is way higher than anyone else you'll probably ever see on a waiver wire in like a deeper league. Like shallow leagues, maybe you'll have some guys with this upside. But no one else in these deeper leagues is available like Keston Hiura is available. Let's talk about his rookie season. It's the only good numbers we've had from Keston Hiura. 303, 368, 570, 19 home runs, and 9 stolen bases in 84 games. This year he was a top 100 pick, right? And Dynasty was an even more valuable asset. You cannot get him any cheaper than you're getting him right now. I know this isn't a buy low segment, but it's kind of the same type of thing.
Yeah.
If you are picking him up off the wire and you just stash him on your bench for a little bit and he doesn't figure it out, you drop him again, you're fine. Like, you're not trading assets for him at this point, but if he's available on your wire, he's a great prospective ad. Like, no one has that type of skill that Keston Hiura can provide if he is back to what we've seen him as his rookie season. Went down to AAA, 14 for 32, 6 doubles, 3 home runs, 2 stolen bases in 9 games. I mean, we just got to stop him striking out.
Yeah, I love this pick. I love this pickup.
We need to find a way to steal signs for Keston Hiura, and we need to go to Milwaukee.
He's always had, though, that high strikeout rate. Everyone knows it comes with him, but it's the power-speed combo like Adolis Garcia that you see not to that extent of home runs that you can expect. But, I mean, that's talked about what he can do, and as long as he's crushing the ball and striking out at that rate, then that's fine with me. But obviously he needs to lower it. It's
crazy.
It's getting up. I think it was up to 40% before he got sent down. So
it's not.
But I do agree that he's probably the most valuable, most upside you'll find on your waiver wire.
It's ugly, but that's why we do it. Keston Hiura. Any final notes from you?
No. Make sure you subscribe. Join the Discord.
Subscribe, join the Cord, like the video. Giveaway coming soon. Jeremy will be on that.
Giveaway coming soon.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you next time.